I'd like to welcome you to another episode in the Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. My name is Jason Perkins. I'm an attorney who specializes in Georgia workers' compensation cases. I created this video series to provide people who've been injured at work with helpful information about Georgia's workers' compensation law and the benefits available to them under that law. Today, I want to talk to you about light-duty work restrictions from a workers' compensation doctor. Now, in a workers' compensation case, your workers' compensation doctor does a couple of different things. One is they provide treatment for you for your injury in order to help you recover from it, hopefully get better and be able to return to work. The other thing that they do while they're providing that treatment is that they also give an opinion about what sort of work you can do. Generally, your workers' compensation doctor will provide you with a form that you leave with into your appointment that says what sort of work the doctor thinks you can do. There's three basic types of work that are listed on that form. One is no work at all, which basically means that you're temporarily totally disabled. You can't work in any capacity. The second is light duty work restrictions, which is what I'm going to talk to you about today, and I'll do that in a little bit more detail in a minute. The third is what's called full duty or regular duty work without restrictions, which basically means that you can perform any sort of work. You're not limited at all as a result of your injury. Now, if you're on light-duty work restrictions, exactly what does that mean? Well, light duty refers to kind of a general category of any sort of work restrictions, but it also has a specific meaning. The Department of Labor talks about what light-duty work means. When most people talk about light-duty work, though, what they're really talking about is restricted work. It means not your full work, but also not completely out of work. So your doctor should specify what sort of work restrictions you have on that light-duty work status form. It should indicate whether you're limited to lifting 10 pounds or 20 pounds or 30 or 40 or 50 pounds. Doctor should say whether you need to sit down all the time or whether you can stand up and walk or whether you can bend or stoop. Your doctor may limit what you can do with your hands if you have an injury to your hands. So you may not be able to do repetitive gripping, or you may not be able to do typing or any sort of repetitive work, or use certain types of tools. If you have a shoulder injury, your doctor may limit your ability to work overhead. If you have a head injury, you probably wouldn't need to work around heights or machines or that sort of stuff. Or if you have an injury which you would incur a lot of additional damage if you had a fall, your doctor may make similar recommendations. Again, your specific restrictions are going to vary based on your type of injury, but you want your doctor to be specific about what sort of things you can and can't do. Because if your employer offers you a job coming back to work in a light-duty capacity, you're going to want to make sure that you don't suffer additional injury and that you're able to perform the job that your employer offers, because your employer's offer is probably going to be based on what the doctor says. So if the doctor is not specific with regard to your restrictions, when you're offered a job, your employer may expect you to do work just within the restrictions the doctor says, and if you say that you can't do certain things that are not listed, you may run into some sort of difficulty there. In that situation, you could potentially get those restrictions clarified later, but the easiest thing is just have them specified on the front end. I hope you found this information about light-duty restrictions in workers' compensation cases helpful. If you have, please let me know that. The best way you can do that is by liking this video or giving it a thumbs up. If you do want more information about Georgia workers' compensation, I'd encourage you to visit our Perkins Studdard workers' compensation channel on YouTube. You can find all the videos from the Georgia workers' compensation video series available there. You can also subscribe if you'd like to be notified of future videos as I put them out. Now, if you have some specific questions about your Georgia workers' compensation case, you may want to set up a free consultation to get answers to those questions. I'd be happy to set up a free consultation with you if you'd like to do so. The best way to get that set up is either by reaching out to me through our website, which is www.perkinslawtalk.com, and completing and submitting our free consultation request form, or you can call our office directly at the phone number at the bottom of the screen. I'd like to thank you again for watching this video today, and to wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injury.